Jesus is on the main line.
Tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus is on.
He's on the main line. Go on and tell him
what you want.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus is on.
He's on
the main line.
Go on and
Tell him what you want.
well, you can
Call him up and tell him what you want.
Oh,
What
Lord.
you want.
Jesus is on the main line.
Tell him what you want. Oh, Jesus is on.
He's on
the main line.
Go on and
Tell him what you want.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus is on the main line.
You gotta
Tell him what you want.
well, you can
Call him up and tell him what you want.
Oh,
What
Lord.
you want.
If you want your soul to be saved,
Tell him what you want. Oh, if you want your soul to be saved.
go on and
Tell him what you want.
Oh, Lord.
If you want your soul to be saved.
Go on and
Tell him what you want.
well, you can
Call him up and tell him what you want.
Oh,
What
Lord.
you want.
If you want your body healed,
Tell him what you want. Oh, if you want your body healed.
go on and
Tell him what you want.
Oh, Lord.
If you want your body healed.
Go on and
Tell him what you want.
well, you can
Call him up and tell him what you want. What you
Oh,
want.
Lord. Just call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Call out his name.
Jesus. Call on Jesus.
He'll come to you right
Jesus.
away.
Call on Jesus.
I call on my brother. I call on my Savior. I call on Jesus.
Call on
He's
Jesus.
in the heart of everyone.
Call on Jesus.
He will always understand. Oh, he's a healer and a friend of Jesus. Oh, call on Jesus. He's a healer and a friend. Oh, yeah, call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
He is a healer and our friend. He's in the soul of everyone.
Call on Jesus.
Just call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Just call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
I call on my Savior.
Call on Jesus.
I call on my Master. I call on Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
Well, you can just
Call him up and
tell him what you want.
what you
What you want.
want.
Hi, everyone. It's Vertus here, your Executive Director of Montpelier Community Gospel Choir. I'm so happy and so excited to join you for this season. I am sorry that I'm not able to be there physically in person with you this evening. I am in Rochester, New York, and I caught a little bit of a bug. not COVID, but I got a little bit of a bug and it's preventing me from coming out there today. However, I will be there, rain or shine, October 2nd, when we begin our first rehearsal of the 2023-2024 season, the 30th season of the Montpelier Community Gospel Choir, sharing the hope, joy, and inspiration of African American music in harmony with love in Vermont. Excited to do this with you again this season. I'm bookending my presentation here, my video here, with some of my favorite clips from our last concert in May. And it is available on our website, so please see it in its entirety. And I'm going to be uploading bits and pieces of it to YouTube very, very soon. But just to give you a little preview of this season, our typical rehearsal schedule will involve me not being there half of the time. The other half of the time, Danya Prince, who is our new assistant rehearsal director, will be rehearsing the choirs in my stead. And I will be coming back and forth from Rochester, New York, where I serve as the Minister for Growth at the First Unitarian Church of Rochester. And I'm being ordained, by the way. You all are invited, December 3rd. December 3rd, 3 o'clock in Rochester. And I believe there's going to be a live streaming thing, but we'll get to that later. I'll talk about that later too, because I hope that some of you are going to be there. But for task at hand, okay, I digress. Our a cappella choir will begin at 5:30 and we'll sing for about an hour. And then our big choir, or our mass choir, will start at 7 o'clock and we'll sing through to 8:30. This is subject to change. Not chain, but it's subject to change because as Danya and I work together on how we're going to work together. So embrace change, embrace experiments, treat us with grace as we will treat you with grace as well. I'm very, very excited to also welcome back Ira Friedman as our leader of the band. And I'm very, very, very excited to welcome him back. And we made some beautiful music last year, and we're going to continue to do so this year as well. Speaking of music, what are we singing, y'all? What are we singing? This is what we're singing. Let me make myself a little smaller so y'all can say it. So for the a cappella choir, I was very, very inspired for what the a cappella did with the music of Esai Barnwell and Moses Hogan. So we're going to learn some more of Esai Barnwell and Moses Hogan. In addition to some of our other standards that we did last year, we're going to be learning some new songs. Excuse the formatting there, I did this in a rush. Would You Harbor Me, Hope, Prayer, and Breaths, as well as We Are. We didn't get a chance to learn that one. And I hope to really, really make it into a tribute for what Esai Barnwell has gifted the world of music. And she's still alive. I think she turned 81 this year, if I'm not mistaken. But Moses Hogan is not alive. This would be a tribute to the late Moses Hogan, who died at the age of 45. And we successfully sang Hear My Prayer in the Battle of Jericho. We're going to sing those again, but we're going to add to our repertoire Wade in the Water, Balm in Gilead, Every Time I Feel the Spirit, which is a very spirited song, and Didn't My Lord to Deliver Daniel.
Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel, then why not every man? Did my deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, yes, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, then why not every man? Did my deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, yes, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, deliver Daniel, then why not every man? He delivered the fiery furnace of every man. Yes, he did deliver Daniel from the, oh yes, of every man. Yes, he did deliver Daniel from the, oh yes, he did. Tell me why not
The a cappella choir, if you're interested in being a part of that, will require you to learn music or to actually really dive deep in some of these pieces and to be able to sing a cappella and blend in a group. So we are going to be mindful of that. We do have some openings, especially in the tenor section. So if you are a tenor or even an alto that can sing a little low, we need you. And every one of these pieces are in 4 parts naturally, unlike some of our larger pieces in gospel music. So we need all 4 parts. And if you're willing and able to put aside some time and learn these pieces, even if you don't read music that well, but can put aside the time, please join us. Please join us. And we'll be starting our rehearsal on October 2nd. Please come in, 5:30, October 2nd at the North Branch Nature Center for now. As far as the mass choir, oh, it still says a cappella choir up there, but I mean, I meant the mass choir. Our repertoire, I was really inspired last year, but by what we did with Walter Hawkins and Hezekiah Walker, some of those songs like I Need You to Survive and Be Grateful, Going Up Yonder, God Standing By. So we're gonna sing those again. We're gonna bring those back. And if you're here last season, you probably don't have to learn them, but you're gonna have to learn them with a new group. So we have some new members coming, and it'll be great to be able to familiarize ourselves with these pieces and to add another Walter Hawkins piece, and that is Thank You. It's a wonderful piece, and that one has an alto tenor solo. So look it up, Thank You by Walter Hawkins. I'm also gonna have all this on YouTube and in Chorus Connection. Give me another week to make sure I get everything in at least. And then they'll be there. We're gonna do 2 songs, two of my favorites by Sandra Crouch, who is the twin sister of gospel favorite and gospel artist, the late Andre Crouch. But she was a composer and an artist in her own right. So He's Worthy. And we're gonna do it with a Baptist reprise. So it's gonna sound like, you know, that part of Color Purple, when God's gonna tell you something. That's how the end of He's Worthy is gonna sound. So I'm looking forward to that. That has an alto mezzo-ish solo. It's a very, very sweet solo. So feel free to let me know if you're interested in any of these solos, by the way. Completely Yes is another one that I'm very, very excited about. And that one, the end, if that doesn't get you up and your spirit moving, I don't know what will. So, and that one has a soprano solo.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. From the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul. Yes, Lord. Completely, yes. My soul says yes. Yes, Lord. my everything to you. I'm yielding completely through and through and through and through and through. Yes, Lord. I say yes, Lord, to the depths of my soul. Completely yes. My soul, my soul
Then we're gonna bring some Hezekiah Walker in. We're gonna reprise I Feel the Spirit, but we're gonna do it with a little Cajun groove, almost like we're in New Orleans. So that should be fun to experiment with. And then I Need You to Survive. We have 2-3 more that we're going to learn from Hezekiah Walker, and that's Lord, send your spirit down. Hallelujah. Let's shout. And then when I go into the house of the Lord, I want your spirit within me. I mean, it's a jazzy tune. And then send your spirit, send your spirit, and then it just pumps up. It's a great one. So I'm very, very looking forward to doing that with you. And Sold Out. Oh, I am sold out. Do. My mind is made up. Oh, that's a good one too. So, by the way, on the first day, you don't need to know any of these. On the first day, we're gonna be there together and we're gonna be learning all of these pieces together. And we're gonna do an encore. I Need You to Survive. I mean, not I Need You to Survive, we already did that, but I've Got a Reason. And I'm looking forward to that as well. And that's a really like a almost like our Pass Me Not was. I Got a Reason will be there. So we're gonna be doing only three gospel composers, which is a change. So just embrace it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. And very, very looking forward to that. Again, give me another week or so to get everything into Chorus Connection, and there'll be very, very limited prints of these. But if you do need some and can't print them out yourself, please let our choir administrator know. So we're gonna have two concerts, 4 performances, two performances of each concert. And those and so the Black History concert is going to be Feel the Spirit. So everything in there will deal with spirit and feeling the spirit and feeling the spirit move. Lord, send your spirit down. And every time I feel the spirit. So it's going to be a very, very toe tapping, getting us warm in that cold winter month of February. So that'll be Saturday, the 25th, 24th, and the 25th, Sunday at 4 o'clock. And those are the call times. And it's going to be at the Unitarian Church of Montpelier. We've already reserved it, so that's great. And then we're going to switch from having a concert in May to having a concert in June. That may throw a lot of you off, and I do apologize, but we do need to do something about Juneteenth. Montpelier does not do a lot for Juneteenth, and it's very, very important to African-American history. And if we're singing African-American gospel music, why not have a Juneteenth concert? So we're going to have a Juneteenth concert and 2 performances on the 15th and 16th, even though that's not Juneteenth, it's Juneteenth weekend. So that's the schedule. And more detailed schedule will come with the packets that I normally do that you'll get ahead of the first rehearsal. And I'm looking forward to this season, y'all. I'm definitely looking forward to this season. It's going to be different. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be a lot of grace abounds, but it's going to be special. It's going to be special because last season was very, very special. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch that concert. Even though that concert wasn't perfect, we were still, taking out some of the bugs and, all that great stuff. By the next one, we had it down. And so we might start recording the second concerts moving on forward, but we'll talk about that later. I'm excited to start this season. Bring your friend, bring your neighbor, bring your husband, bring your wife, bring your partner, bring your children, bring people. Bring people who you think will never even care about this music or like it, because we all need it right now, especially right now. Feel free to reach out to me, virtus@vtgospel.com. And I will be talking to you more about ordination. And just so you know, they're starting to call me Reverend Virtus. It's happening, it's real, and I cannot wait to catch you up and to hear what's going on in your lives and how you're doing. Many, many blessings to all of you. And I yield the floor to the new Assistant Rehearsal Director, Danya Prince. Blessings, everyone. See you in a few weeks.